Ready to flip the script on difficult interactions? Stoicism in dealing with difficult people is about to change your life. We're about to share 8 powerful strategies that will turn your toughest encounters into opportunities for growth. Watch until the end to transform your approach. But first, I would like to ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next videos. Strategy 1. Reaction. In confronting the challenge of dealing with difficult people, Stoicism offers a transformative perspective, focused not on changing others, but on refining our own reactions. The essence of our power lies in response, not in the external provocations. Marcus Aurelius famously stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The first step in this journey is to cultivate awareness. Observe your initial reactions without judgment. Are you responding with irritation, anger, or resentment? Acknowledge these emotions, but don't let them dictate your actions. Epictetus's words, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This awareness creates a space, a moment of choice, where you can decide not to be governed by these automatic responses. Second step, employ reason as your guide. Stoicism doesn't advocate for emotionless interactions. Rather, it champions the use of reason to temper emotional responses. Ask yourself, what is the most rational and constructive way to respond? This might mean choosing to engage calmly, setting boundaries, or even opting to walk away. Finally, view these interactions as opportunities for personal growth. Each challenging person you encounter is a test, a chance to practice patience, empathy, and understanding. They are, in a sense, teachers in the art of Stoic living. Second strategy, self-control. In navigating the choppy waters of interactions with difficult people, the Stoic practice of self-control emerges as a guiding star. Harnessing self-control is not about suppressing emotions. It's about choosing actions that align with your values regardless of external provocations. Consider the wisdom of Epictetus, who counseled, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." When faced with challenging individuals, your power lies not in altering their behavior, but in controlling your reactions. This means meeting hostility with calmness, aggression with serenity, and irrationality with reason. The practice of self-control begins with a pause, a moment to step back from the heat of emotion. In this pause, you gain the clarity to distinguish between knee-jerk reactions and responses that reflect your principles. This is the crux of Stoic self-mastery, the ability to respond, not react. Next, engage in reflective contemplation. Ask yourself, what virtue can I practice in this situation? Perhaps it's patience in the face of rudeness, or kindness in response to hostility. Each difficult interaction becomes a fertile ground for practicing virtues, transforming obstacles into opportunities for personal growth. Remember, practicing self-control does not mean becoming passive or indifferent. It's about proactive engagement with the world, armed with the fortitude and wisdom to choose actions that reflect your highest self. Strategy number 3, criticism. Facing criticism, especially from difficult people, is a profound opportunity to practice Stoicism. It's not the criticism itself that disturbs us, but our interpretation of it. As Marcus Aurelius noted, everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. This insight is vital in dealing with criticism. Constructive criticism, even when harshly delivered, can be a valuable tool for personal growth. It offers insights that might otherwise be missed. On the other hand, baseless criticism reflects more about the critic than the recipient. Recognize this distinction and choose to absorb only what improves you. In responding to criticism, practice the virtue of equanimity. Respond, don't react. When criticism is unjust, meet it with calmness and rationality. Remember, your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Stoicism teaches us to find our self-worth from within, not from the opinions of others. Transform criticism into a catalyst for self-improvement. Reflect on each piece of feedback objectively. Is there a kernel of truth in it? Can it help you grow? This is the essence of the Stoic mindset, using every experience, pleasant or unpleasant, as a means to better oneself. View criticism through the lens of Stoicism not as a personal attack, but as an opportunity for growth and learning. This shift in perspective turns potentially negative interactions into lessons in wisdom and self-improvement. Dear listeners, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Strategy 4. Anger. Confronting difficult people often triggers anger, a natural yet potentially destructive emotion. Stoicism offers a powerful strategy to manage and channel anger effectively. As Seneca advised, the best cure for anger is delay. Pausing before reacting allows for a rational assessment of the situation, preventing impulsive responses that might escalate conflicts. The Stoic practice of reframing plays a crucial role in managing anger. It involves shifting perspective from personal offense to understanding the reasons behind others' actions. Often, difficult behavior stems from ignorance, pain, or misunderstanding rather than malicious intent. Recognizing this diminishes the intensity of anger, fostering a more compassionate and patient response. Additionally, Stoicism encourages focusing on what is within our control. You can't control others' actions or words, but you can control your reaction to them. Choosing not to respond in anger is a demonstration of strength and self-control. It's about deciding that your peace of mind is more valuable than winning an argument or retaliating. Lastly, use anger as a signal for self-reflection. Instead of projecting it outward, turn it inward to understand your values and expectations that are being challenged. This introspection can lead to personal growth and increased emotional intelligence. Stoicism teaches that while anger is a natural response to difficult people, it doesn't have to dictate our actions. Through delay, reframing, focusing on what we can control, and self-reflection, we can transform anger from a disruptive force into a tool for personal development and inner peace. This strategy number 5, emotion. Stoicism, far from advocating for the suppression of emotions, encourages a mindful and rational engagement with them. Epictetus's insight, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters," is particularly relevant here. When emotions are triggered by challenging interactions, the first step is to acknowledge them. Recognize the feeling, be it anger, frustration, or hurt, but don't let it overwhelm your rational judgment. This acknowledgement creates a critical space between stimulus and response where choice and reason can intervene. In this space, ask yourself, what aspect of my emotion is within my control? The Stoic wisdom here is in understanding that while you cannot control the actions of others, you can control your emotional response to them. This realization empowers you to respond with composure and dignity rather than react impulsively. Use these emotional encounters as opportunities for personal growth. Each challenging interaction is a chance to practice virtues like patience, understanding, and empathy. By reframing difficult encounters as tests of character, you transform emotional hurdles into stepping stones for self-improvement. Stoicism teaches us to experience emotions as natural human responses, but to engage with them through the lens of reason and virtue. Strategy 6. Setting boundaries. Setting boundaries with difficult people is an essential Stoic practice. It's about asserting your space physically or emotionally while maintaining composure and respect. Epictetus's teaching, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak," is pertinent here, emphasizing the importance of thoughtful communication and self-respect in boundary setting. The first step is clear, honest communication. Convey your boundaries firmly but without aggression. This is not about controlling the other person's behavior, but about stating what is acceptable for you. Your boundaries are a reflection of your values and self-respect. Remember, setting boundaries is not a one-off event but a continuous process. It requires consistency and the willingness to reinforce them if they are crossed. This might be challenging, but it's crucial for maintaining your peace of mind and sense of self. Moreover, setting boundaries is a practice in self-awareness. It requires understanding your limits, what you can tolerate, and what you cannot. This introspection is in line with the Stoic virtue of self-mastery, as it demands a deep knowledge of oneself. In dealing with difficult people, setting and maintaining boundaries is a form of self-defense that aligns with Stoic philosophy. It allows you to interact with others in a way that is respectful to both yourself and them, fostering healthier and more balanced relationships. Dear friends, don't forget to leave your opinion in the comments and give a like to this video. Another strategy is avoid. As Marcus Aurelius stated, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. This doesn't imply passivity, but highlights the power of choosing battles wisely. Avoidance in this context is not about fear or escape, but about making a strategic decision. Engaging with certain individuals or in particular scenarios may not be beneficial or constructive. Recognize situations where your energy, time, or peace of mind are at risk without any positive outcome. In these instances, avoidance is a form of self-preservation and a strategic choice for inner peace. However, this avoidance should be practiced mindfully. It's not about shunning every difficult interaction, as these are often opportunities for growth and learning. Instead, it's about discerning which interactions contribute to your well-being and personal development and which detract from it. Moreover, practicing avoidance with difficult people is an exercise in self-control and wisdom. It's about understanding your limits and focusing your efforts where they can be most effective. This choice is a testament to your strength and commitment to personal tranquility. Last strategy, stress. Managing stress in the face of difficult people is a challenge where Stoic principles shine. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is particularly relevant when stress arises from interactions with challenging individuals. The Stoic approach to stress is not about avoidance, but about changing our perception of and reaction to stressors. Recognize that the root of stress often lies in wanting to control the uncontrollable. Difficult people, their actions and words fall into this category. Shift your focus to what you can control: your thoughts, your responses, and your attitude. Practicing mindfulness is a key strategy. When stress begins to rise, take a moment to pause and breathe. Observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This moment of mindfulness gives you the clarity to respond with reason rather than react out of emotion. Remind yourself of the impermanence of stressful situations. Epictetus's words, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters," encourage a perspective where stress is seen as transient. This realization fosters resilience and reduces the overwhelming nature of stress. In summary, the Stoic response to stress caused by difficult people involves a shift in perception, practicing mindfulness, and focusing on what is within our control. This approach not only alleviates immediate stress, but also builds a foundation for long-term emotional resilience. Thank you for watching, friends. Don't forget to like and be sure to subscribe. May the Force be with us.